What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods, XY, Big Z. We back in the building, man. Listen, man, today we talking about DJ Vlad and Joyner Lucas, man. So DJ Vlad, we all know, is one of those guys that, has not had a lot of favor in the industry amongst, people like us. I mean, a lot of people look at DJ Vlad and they still like DJ Vlad is a culture vulture, whatever you want to call it, man. But DJ Vlad has done some things throughout the years that has pissed people off. And, it's just one of those things where DJ Vlad is definitely the type of person who is ready to sue at any given moment. I'm just saying, man, he's just one of those guys. And people already feel some type of way about DJ Vlad just based solely on his interviews. Everybody has felt like his interviews, people get on there and incriminate themselves. He gets people to talk about certain things that they probably shouldn't talk about. Now, there's a whole debate on whether or not that's his fault or the fault of the people that are saying it. They tell you that, when you get on there, you should watch what you say, and that's up to you. If you answer the questions, you answer the questions, but that's how it is. But what he did in this situation with Joyner Lucas, to me, is definitely some whole shit, man. I'm going to just keep it real, y'all. But let's get to it, man. Let's talk about it. So, it says Joyner Lucas is blasting DJ Vlad for allegedly suing him over a video clip that Joyner shared on social media. On Friday, November 7th, the Massachusetts rapper shared a post on Instagram calling Vlad out. The main post in the carousel is a screenshot of an article with the headline that reads, DJ Vlad sues Joyner Lucas over social media clip and failed interview request. Now, we all know DJ Vlad makes a lot of his money on doing interviews with these artists, and it's all based on him getting like exclusive interviews, right? So, in order for his channel to continue moving the way it moves, he interviews people, and he does this thing where he interviews people at controversial times. Like, based on something going on, next an interview will come out. And a lot of the things that people had issues with him also was him doing the re-releasing of interviews after somebody passed away, right? So you would have like an interview of a rapper who passed away, and then all of a sudden he would re-upload flashbacks of said artist's interview. A lot of people looked at that as like some fuck shit to do, man. They didn't really look at it like a tribute to that artist. They looked at it more like, okay, you're trying to make money off of that person's passing. And we all know when it comes to these rappers, when they pass away, they get spikes in the interest, right? It's a sad thing to say, but it just is what it is. Now, to continue on, it says, in follow-up pictures in the post, Joyner shares screenshots of DMs dating back to 2018 showing someone from Vlad TV reaching out to him about doing an interview. The post gradually shows Joyner's people putting off the interview after multiple requests. So that man came with receipts. According to screenshots in July, Vlad TV reached out to Joyner about settling a legal matter that centered around the rapper posting a clip from a Vlad TV interview with Ari Spears on X. So what happened in this case is that they kept asking Joyner Lucas for an interview. Joyner Lucas would not do the interview, and eventually, Joyner Lucas put up a clip, and it was a clip of Ari Spears, just a random Ari Spears clip, and he put that up. And Vlad's response to that was to sue him for copyright infringement. Now, y'all tell me, man, how that comes off. But let's go look at these screenshots because we got to get more context about this, right? So this is Vlad, and it says, interested in interviewing you for Vlad TV. You killed it in Kamikaze, by the way. That throw some glaze in there a little bit. Come through for an interview. It'll be legendary. Interested in interviewing Joyner for Vlad TV. So this is 2020. This is 2 years past. So 2 years past, they don't get an answer, and here we go. Is this year? But it says, following up about Joyner again would be a good time with the Will Smith single. Okay, so this is around the Will Smith single. Following up again, and they finally respond. They say, what's good, bro? His album dropping top of this year. Let's revisit then. They say, copy. Following up on the interview again. So they persistent on trying to get this interview, right? You said hit about this time. So he on time with it. Good to finally meet both of you. Let's lock in the interview. Say you two will keep in touch. And following up again. How can we lock in the interview? I guarantee it will be the most watched interview ever. I'm sure it will, just right timing. I wonder why they were saying it would be the most watched interview ever. Something must have happened around that time. When were you thinking? Not sure. We'll let you know. Call me ASAP, please. We want to settle a legal matter with Joyner before we take it to court. So This is the shit that turns this shit around and makes it look like some straight fuck shit. It's like, you've been trying to contact this man since 2018. So 2018, you've been trying to contact this man with no response. And when he doesn't respond the way you want because they keep putting off the interview and they say, not sure, we'll let you know. That's what ticks you off. Now it's, call me ASAP, please. Want to settle a legal matter with Joyner before we take it to court. Now, I don't know about y'all, man, but that's some fuck shit. But let's continue. It says, give me 5 minutes, we'll call you back. Let me know by 10 a.m. tomorrow. So I guess he never called back. Let me know by 10 a.m. tomorrow what you decide to do. If I don't hear back, I'll assume you want to go the legal route. So you can see the post that Joyner Lucas posted, and it looks like he posted something from Aries Spears, reposted on his Instagram or whatever social media that was. And this was during the Skepta stuff, right? And he says, all right, I'm gonna pass it forward and let you know. So this is the legal issue that he's talking about, this post. But basically, you want to do an interview. And when you're trying to do this interview, this is where it gets super slimy. He says, I'm willing to forego asking a legal copyright claim for my content being used in exchange for an interview. And this is why they've been saying for a very long time, stop doing these interviews with these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers don't have your best interest in mind. But people still continue to go there because it's a platform. We can do it in our Van Nuys studio any day of the week except for Tuesday. I would want to speak to him ahead of time so I know he's not going into it with a negative attitude. I mean, you think? If you asking me to do an interview and I'm brushing you off, and then your idea is, let me threaten legal action for something minuscule, something as simple as him reposting a clip from your video. Even people on YouTube know not to use this man's content because this man is the type of nigga who just gets petty and stupid with shit. And this is what he does. I'm gonna sue. And it's showing y'all clear as day here. But people still continue to go there and interview with this man. This is nasty work, man. I would want to speak to him ahead of time so I know he's not going into it with a negative attitude. That tells you everything you need to hear. You know you doing some slimy shit. Why else would he go in there with a negative attitude? So now, Joyner Lucas responds. He responds, and here's what he says. Here's what I want you to tell Mr. Vlad for me. Dear Vlad, SMD, call your attorney and do whatever you have to do. I wasn't ever doing an interview with you before this lifetime, and you're deaf not getting an interview now. So settle your legal matters however you want to settle them. I always thought you was and this just confirms the kind of you are. No way in this lifetime or the next would I ever allow someone like you to try to extort me out of an interview. You got me all the way effed up. Send that to him, please. Listen, man. No matter how you look at this is some slimy shit. Because had that interview been done, he would have never said anything about him using his clips. None of that would have been a problem. Everything would have been cool and kosher. Now that he doesn't want to do an interview with you, now you feel like you got to go the legal route just off of that basis. And to me, that's some shit. But what do we expect from Vlad? This is the same guy who went off on that woman on Twitter and tried to get her fired from her job because she responded to him in a way that he didn't like. This is what he does, man. It's just slimy work, man. So he sends that to Vlad, and Vlad says, cool. He does what he does. He goes and he sues. This is nasty, y'all. Your copyright infringement entitles DJ Vlad to his actual damages, cost, attorney fees, and or statutory damages up to $150,000 per infringed copyright. As such, Vlad demands that you agree to the following by no later than August 11th. These are the options that he's giving him. Bro, you literally getting at this man about a clip that he posted because he wouldn't do an interview with you. Immediately cease all use of DJ Vlad's copyrighted materials, or take down the second infringing post from your X page and any affiliated materials that use DJ Vlad's copyrighted materials, or pay DJ Vlad for the damages he has suffered in an amount to be determined, and sign an agreement reflecting the above. If you agree to the above by the date specified, DJ Vlad will release you for your for your past conduct and refrain from pursuing the matter further. This shit is wild, man. This shit is insane, man. If we do not hear from you, we will have no choice but to advise DJ Vlad to proceed with all other legal avenues to protect his rights. This letter is written without prejudice to any other claims or defenses DJ Vlad may have, all of which are hereby expressly reserved. I look forward to your timely response. In the meantime, please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Joyner responds, and he says, when you get sued because you ain't want to do an interview. Lame been stalking me for years to go on his weak channel, and when he finally realized I won't sit down with his because I hate everything about him, he decides he's gonna try to extort me out of one instead. Shaking my head. Vlad TV, you gotta be the biggest of all alive. You wanted clout so bad, here's your clout.
Or
yeah, this just goes on to show you that we know who Vlad was, we know who he is, we know how he does, we know how he moves, but we still allow him to eat off of the culture. And that's one of the biggest issues. People still allow him to eat off of the culture and just move the way that he does. The funny thing is, after some shit like this, people will still sit down with this man. To me, it's just wild. And I understand some people look at the opportunity, they look at the platform, and they're like, I gotta do this. But people have to start choosing their integrity over the bag, bruh. You gotta start choosing your dignity over the bag. Start choosing your self-respect over the bag. Like, you gotta start doing this. And Joyner Lucas, maybe, I don't know what was his reason for declining the interview. If it was because he don't like anything he stands for, good for him. He stood on business. But who would have thought that using somebody's clip, you would go that route to try to extort him and get that money anyway just because he wouldn't sit down for an interview with you. That's not how this business should work. That's not how it goes. But again, people have allowed this man to become rich off of the culture. They have allowed this man to make his money off of the culture. And they allowed him to continue to do so. And I know a lot of people out there have woken up to this shit and, been like, I'm not fucking with it. And it is what it is. Everybody, it's your choice at the end of the day. You can choose to watch, not choose to watch. It is your choice. Everybody has a choice to do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I mean? But this right here is just nasty work, man. And I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I would love to hear y'all comments in the comment section. I know a lot of y'all probably have some things to say. Let me know. Do you still watch Vlad? How do you feel about Vlad doing this? Because Vlad has fallen out with a lot of people. I think the last time that I was ever interested in watching anything DJ Vlad was when he would sit down with Godfrey. And to me, those were like the funniest interviews. And I didn't watch them for the questions that Vlad was asking. I watched because I'm a fan of Godfrey and the comedy that he brings. It was interesting. But after that falling out, I just completely stopped watching. And I think I remember a while back, I don't remember how long ago, there was one time we reacted to something about Vlad, and it was a small clip of one of his videos, and they did a copyright takedown. It's just nasty work to use the culture and then also just claim like I don't know, it's just nasty work to me, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Let me know. It's your boy Goods, BigZoeTV. Let's go.
again!
Nigga feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel. Yeah, then it's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Are we really sure that our love that lasted for so long still